Hello and welcome to the Tech Brain channel. In this video, I'll be showcasing an exciting new feature that's available in MongoDB Atlas. This is the push-based log export. So you'll find this feature under the advanced section. So what I'll be doing is showing you how you can actually configure this so that you're able to push MongoDB logs from Atlas to an S3 bucket. So with push-based log export, you can continually push logs from MongoDB, the Mongod, Mongos, and audit logs to an AWS S3 bucket. So you at least need to be on an M10 cluster and above, and it will export the logs every 5 minutes. So in order to use this feature, you need to make sure that you have project owner or organization owner access to Atlas, something that I've got in my environment. Firstly, you can't specify which logs to send. Atlas will send all Mongod, Mongos, and audit logs. So a few things I'll need to be able to demonstrate this feature. So clearly I need an AWS account with permissions to manage IAM roles, and also an existing AWS S3 bucket. And of course, I need an M10 plus Atlas cluster. So I'll proceed here and turn it on. So I'll click this button. So I'll click on this button that says Connect S3 Bucket and authorize an AWS IAM role. So I'll select that option. Next, I would like to be able to create a new role, but I won't use the AWS CLI. I'll just do this directly. So the JSON document I'll need is this one here. So I'll select that. You can see from the JSON document, it lists the principal as well as the actions that the principal is able to perform. Once I have set this up in AWS, I'll need to provide the role ARN. So let me minimize that and I'll go back in here. So just to give you an idea, this is something that I set up earlier. And these are my logs coming from Atlas for a 3-node replica set. So let me set that up. So I'll go to roles. And also I'd like to create a role. So what is this role for? It's a custom trust policy. And I'll grab everything that I've got, paste it there. And then I'll proceed to next. And what permissions would I like to associate with this role that I'm creating? Let me look for S3 related roles. So I'll go for this one here. And then I'll click next. Give the role a name. So the role will be called Atlas MongoDB Logs. So that's my role there. So what does the role do? I'll just call it that. And just a description. To push logs from Mongod, Mongos, and also audit logs. S3. So just a useful description of somebody coming to view this at some later point. I'll then create the role. So the role has been created. So next up, so I'll go back in here to complete my configuration. So I need to get the role ARN So I will head back into AWS and get the role ARN. So here I'll look for MongoDB. So this one here. And that's the value that I would like. To make things a little bit easier for me, I'll dock this next to the other tab. I'll supply that value, go next, and it says I need to configure the bucket name. So let me create a bucket. So I'll type S3. And I'll create a bucket. What's the name of my bucket? So I'll call this Atlas MongoDB Logs. Atlas MongoDB Logs. That's what I'm calling it. And I'll create a bucket. So that's the bucket name. I'll copy that, go in here, enter that value, and what else would I like to set up? So it says leaving this blank will result in Atlas uploading logs to the root directory. If I'm okay with that, I can proceed. Otherwise, what I might do here is just say something like in April 2025. That's the name of my project, by the way. Might not be necessary, but I'll just like to organize that space a little bit better. And I'll say my project. And then click next. So at this point, I can actually validate what I've got. Are my settings correct? So there's a button that's given there to validate whatever it is that you've set up. So the bucket validation was successful. I'll click finish. And then I'll go back into AWS. So that's the bucket that we created. Let's see what's inside. So currently that's what it looks like. Probably just give it a bit of a chance for it to start adding or pushing the logs to this location. Okay, looks like the logs are being pushed. Move this along. And we've got audit logs. I can go in there. Open that up. And those are my audit logs. So essentially I've got an endpoint that I can then consume and do whatever else it is that I need to do. So perhaps you're working with Grafana, Prometheus. This can serve as an integration point. So I'll go back there, see what we've got so far. So those were the audit logs. Frees you from having to do this manually. And the fact that it's happening every 5 minutes means you can refresh downstream systems to actually stay up to date with whatever's going on in the database. So that was push-based log export in Atlas, an exciting new feature which extends the possibilities of what we can do with our log data. That was push-based log export. Hopefully you found that interesting and useful. I found it to be a great feature for me to actually use in some of my other projects. Please remember to like and subscribe and let us know what you'd like us to cover in the next video. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye now.